classic. I really wanted to create a, hey buddy, what's up? Hi, this is Cole. He always wants to come in and steal the show. Hi buddy. Hey bud. Oh, I love you too. Oh, you want a hug? Oh, okay. Oh. Whoa, I love you too. Oh, I love you too. I'm making a video. We're on the... This is Coley. He's a hound for attention. But yeah, he's my little border collie Australian Shepherd dog. And I just love him. I give him a kiss sometimes. But he's a boy, so he doesn't like that. But he'll give me a kiss, and he likes to do that. It's all one-sided. Oh, okay. You are a good boy. You are. You are. Okay. I don't know. You want to be on my lap or something? You just want to hang out? You hear me talking, and you want to talk. You're a good boy. I love you too. I love you too. Okay. Okay, bud. What do you have to say for the people? Don't waste your life playing games. Go to college. Ask that girl out that you like. Don't let life pass you by. Okay, thanks for the wisdom, buddy. Oh man. Can I get it? Can I pop it? Oh, almost. I kind of felt it pop a little bit. No, there's no pizza. I was eating pizza. That's what Steve was looking for, pizza. Alright, what are we doing? We're joining back up. Yeah, he's a good one. We love him. We keep him around. We feed him. He eats too much, but he's okay. I eat less, so he can eat more. Yeah, boy. Captain Coley. He's the man. Roly poly, guacamole, squally. Alright, buddy. Alright. He's a good boy. He gets a ton of views on YouTube. He has like 6,000 views in like a couple days if I do a short with him, which is insane. But he's like, how could he get so much attention? Because he's dog boy. But people love dog boys. That's the reason. But hey, you know what? It's cool. I like, he gives me something to aspire to. 6,000 plus views. The algorithm loves him. Alright, Coley, hey, do you mind doing a raid on me? You want to add some followers? No, but no joke, this dog does have like more views on his channel videos than I do. So. That's fine. That's fine. That's okay by me, man. You keep doing good. That's not like low-key jealous of my dog. He's cool. He's the best. So, yeah, we got 15 Alterac marks. Probably want to burn some. Yeah, we'll burn 3. That way, if we take I don't know, I'm trying to do math. So my last video, I kind of dissed on Asmod and Thor. And some people didn't like it, and some people disagreed with me. If that's okay. It is what it is. So, we'll just do like a hash over, I'll just talk about like my experience in 2005 when I started playing WoW. So, while we had whispers and rumors, I had friends growing up that I'd go to their house because I wasn't really allowed to play games, so they had computers, one of my good buddies, and I'd hang out over there and get to play, for sleepover, hang out at the house and just get to play the games for a lot longer than like if I was just at my house at my dad's house on the computer, because I'd get on, log in, try to connect, get into the game, and then he'd be like, get off! I'd be like, dude, I just got into the game. He was like, well, you've been on for 30 minutes. Like, he knew for 100%, like that I was like just getting into the game too. Like he wasn't ignorant of that. He's an electrical engineer, so he just did not want me wasting my time, which I think is a terrible decision because it creates a great need or hunger in someone if they don't get to like satiate or be able to complete what they want to try to do, especially if they're a kid. So, you know, one gets like more obsessed with something if you don't just let them experience it. You know, don't control your kids' lives. Whatever they like to do, and unless it's like bleeding or cutting themselves or like doing something that could kill them, fuck it. Who cares? Even if but my parents are the type that if they didn't like something just because they didn't like it, they didn't want you doing it. But if I have kids someday, even if I don't like what they're doing, but it's not really like it's not killing them, it's not bad for their health, it's not making them dumb, like they're not breathing, huffing, fucking whippets and killing brain cells, I don't care. Anything else is fine. If they're not, drinking alcohol and throwing up to the point where they're going to die and end up at a hospital or at parties, it's fine. I don't care. It's just, as long as it doesn't hurt themselves or someone else, I don't have any interest in interfering with kids. I don't have kids, but if I had them, with their any possibility of their lives. But anyway, I digress. So anyways, like we play Diablo. I know it's Diablo. I like to say Diablo because it's just like I like how it sounds. It's Diablo. But I played Diablo. I don't know what to say now. Played Diablo back in junior high, and I wasn't very good. I was in middle school. I didn't know about rune words. Actually, a lot of the internet stuff wasn't well archived. The informational organization of the internet was not highly developed because the internet was mostly freshly new. This is straight out of the 90s. So people that discovered things, they were finding rune words on their own. I don't think there was really guides. Maybe a Blizzard employee or two linked. And we just hit that process so silly. Maybe they linked a possible rune word leak, but even then it was very hard to find information. But and I'm sure some people were good at it, and they knew where to look, and they were very deep into the forums back in those times. I was pretty deep into certain forums, but there was like Yugo Player, FlashPlayer.com, Madness Combat Nox, whatever, all that stuff. I was really into that as a kid, so those were the forum groups I was on. Those were a lot of those pre-Reddit. But, so when Warcraft got announced, we heard rumblings from my buddy's older brother, Joe, his name Joe, and he was saying, World Warcraft's coming out. Because they were playing Warcraft 3. Not Warcraft 3, Warcraft 2. And yeah, I think 3 actually, yeah. And I just heard this whisper from his older brother, and they were talking about it, him with my buddy, and saying, yeah, World Warcraft, that's coming out, a couple months. And I want to get this game, or it's going to be the game to play. Is kind of what I heard, and I believed him. I believed him because Blizzard games back then, they were the shit. There was not one Blizzard game that came out that was a fucking failure. Every single one of them broke ground on intermediate levels that have never been experienced like any other in the echelons of gaming history. You had StarCraft, Diablo 2, did I say Warcraft, all those? Yeah. And the titles weren't as numerous as maybe a lot of other companies, but actually, comparatively for a lot of companies at the time, they probably had about equal or more releases. A lot of game developers for PC were only putting out maybe 1 or 2 games, and a lot of the times they weren't very good. You had Sierra, which made a shitload of games, but like 80% of them were good. What is it, Command & Conquer? I think that's a Sierra game. I'm reaching hard. The 90s was actually a real golden era of great games. You have Terminal Velocity, Quake, what is it? Road Warrior with from Lucas, the Lucas Arts games, Full Throttle. Killer Tentacles or whatever. That Hexen was another cool one, like Doom. I mean, it just was banger after banger after banger back then, and we're kind of. I feel like we're kind of getting back to that, with like the removal of all this fucking injection of like media and fucking politics into art, which is games. Games are art, and we're getting back to that golden age, which is great because some people thought it would never happen again. That like we'd hit it, and nope, never to be seen again. And that's not too unreasonable to believe that, because a lot of times in history. Shit, I'm just letting my team down. Let's kill Bandar. A lot of times in history, yeah, golden ages are one hit wonders are a real thing. So anyway, the game comes out, but Warcraft Classic wasn't vanilla when it the World of Warcraft when it first came out, 2004. I wanted to play it. My buddy wanted to play it. Does his older brother want to play it? Now, I believe his older brother did get it and play it on release. I did not have a good computer at the time. I didn't even have a computer. I had my dad's computer, and he didn't like me going on it because whenever I would like use it, I know what you're gonna say. I was not watching Prawn. I was like fucking 14 or 15, okay? I was 14 years old. My dad would have caught me. The computer was in the middle of the fucking living room. There was no privacy. So, I was not... So, his computer would fuck up, okay? And he'd say, "Oh, god damn it, Kyle! Where the fuck is my computer fucking up?" I did not fucking touch the fucking... and I told him, I didn't fucking tell him! I wouldn't say fucking, because he'd, like, get mad. It's my dad, but... I wouldn't cuss in front of him, but I would say, "Dad, I didn't do anything to it. I was just playing Commander Keen." And he'd be like, "It's good up." And I'm like, "I don't know, you're an electrical engineer, fix it. You're studying to be an electrical engineer. You should be able to line by line edit the code out of the system kernel and remove whatever bullshit virus that you probably got on it, because he probably was watching porn on it. It wasn't fucking me." But anyway, I'm like, the computer, dad's computer worked well, and but I didn't get a lot of time on it because he used it for work and school, and so he was using it a lot. And then if I did get to use it, I didn't get to use it long because he wanted me to go fucking ride BMX bikes and get outside and hang out with my friends, and I did do that stuff, and I am grateful to grateful that I was given like kind of what I think is a lacking childhood by today's standards. I don't think kids are really required to not sit and veg, stare at their tablets, television, cable, sit on the computer, Xbox, whatever. I think I was actually, I'd be more comparatively, like, personality-wise and how I was raised and grew up to be closer to how Gen X is, because, they just maybe had a little bit of Super Nintendo time, but not a lot of the games are really that fun to stay on for hours, so you can go outside and ride bikes and do social things with friends and get in trouble and, like, freeze 2 liters of soda with water and throw them in the air and break them all over the ground, and all the shit you fuck around when you're bored with outside as kids. Skateboard, pretend that I was like mentally disabled with my friends in the front of State Mart. Which was that's bad by today's standards, but remember, this was like 2004 or 5. So anyway, but we'd start once there was enough headway. The whisperings really became clear from the players that were playing, like my buddy's brother. That we have. I got a behavior warning. I didn't even say anything. That's crazy. See, that's what I'm saying. Blizzard. Like my buddy's brother saying that the game was actually quite great. It was quite good. And so every one of us started scrambling to try to put together the money to get a computer. And it took about a year. I think most of us that played, it was around 05, and we acquired the ability to get a computer and play the game. And once we started playing it, I got my own computer. I thought for some reason my time requirements would probably increase because now my dad, he has his own computer, he works on it, but now, I have my own device, so I'm not going to interrupt his work or study time on his device. Nope, still cutting me off the computer, telling me to get outside, get the fuck off of it. Still got some game time playing, which was a little bit more because I had my own device, but still not enough. So I'd go hang out at the buddy's house, like to chill with them, and have a good time, and you just get to play the game as long as we wanted and play together, and it was good. So what I realized though was that it was very to level was extremely difficult in the game. Extremely difficult. And so we would just what I figured out is certain exploits to get there quicker. And one of them was when I got to around 50, it gets hard to level after 50. 45 plus on, especially depending on the character class, it becomes terrifically difficult to level a character. So what I did was I'd go into Alterac Valley at 50, and the kobolds at the kobold mine, I was a hunter, and I chose a hunter because I was a kid. I chose a Tauren hunter because I thought it was hilarious that you could be a cow, and I just thought that was funny that you could be a cow, a hunter that's a cow. So I literally didn't know anything about the other classes. I knew I had to pick one. There were a lot of them. And I wanted to try to pick the coolest one. And I thought, well, the hunter has a pet, so that's pretty cool. He's got arrows, he can attack you. He can attack at range, so that's nice. And I was a clicker, which, you can actually, I would say, in PvP, I was playing PvP as a clicker, and I could say that you could actually freaking get away with being a clicker. That's for those of you who don't know, using this thing, only not your mouse keybinds to enact damage dealing abilities and spells to fight. You would click the actual buttons that you were. So to put it in perspective, if I was using my rogue and I wanted to open up on somebody as a clicker, I'd have to click cheap shot on them. I'd come out of stealth, I'd have to start hemoing them, then I'd have to, which would be impossible, because the whole time, if they come out of stealth, they start attacking you back, you can't dance. You can't dance around them while clicking. You can't do both. You can't dance and do your abilities with the mouse at the same time. It's impossible. You have to, see how I'm pressing one? Well, one's a bad example, but, because it's harder to dance, but yeah, let's say you're pressing E, I can press E all day and switch directions and dance around someone. That's why I use my damaging abilities with E. But yeah, I was just a clicker, so I would click the abilities and I'd shoot people with arrows, so yeah, anyway, I'm concerned because I got a false report, so I need to contact Blizzard and just tell them, hey, I haven't really done anything. I might just like, just because the abuse reports are so out of control, I might just yeah, we'll see. I don't know. Let's go back. So anyway, I picked a torrent hunter. I was a clicker. I was notoriously terrible, and I was notoriously terrible at the game, and I loved it. It was so fun. You could just click aim shot with the hunter and one-hit mages in Arathi Basin on top of blacksmith. You know, you just... For me, I was so bad because I was a clicker. Stomp, scatter shot, and run, concussive shot, and that would work. It would work. You could play as a clicker and win and do moderately okay, never really be great at PvP. So what I found was, though, I never had enough time to raid because I couldn't consistently be at my buddy's house on like a Thursday for 4 hours at a certain time. That would just never fly. I would never be able to like make that swing. I could maybe ask to go over to my friend's house once every other weekend, and then eventually I just started like trying to go over there every day and like hang out there every day because I wasn't like my dad was. I was just not liking it there, and I'd rather just go hang out with my friend than be around my dad, and because he was mean to me. So and that's just the way it was, and so. What I decided to do, because I didn't have a consistent raid time or raid slot, I would just do battlegrounds. And I decided I would farm rep to get purple items. Because the purple items were good, but they were extremely hard to get unless you had a fuck ton of time to donate to the game, which again, as I stated, was an impossibility to some degree. So I leveled, and because leveling was also a time constraint, I did find how to pull the kobolds with my Torn Hunter and bring them back. I can even demonstrate here because I'm in the game. I would go to the mine. I actually have to send and I'd grab these kobolds, I'd shoot them, and I would kite them. They'd follow me on my hunter. Well, I wouldn't just shoot these ones, but I would go deep into the mine, and I would attack the pack that's behind these all the way back there, and I'd run out and I'd pull them, and all these ones out front would follow and chase me. Actually, I wonder if I can still do it. We'll do a demonstration. I think it's possible. So, yeah, here we go. If I don't die, hold on. This is rough. I might screw this up. This is actually harder than I remember it to be. Bang. Okay. So you'd have to shoot him, then you'd run back over here, you'd shoot him again, just keep kiting him. And if it was done right, these games used to take a long time. Alliance wouldn't already be here, and you'd have guards here, and the guards would take out these kobolds. We probably... Okay, so they reset, I think. Shoot, see, it would have been cool if I could have shown this off, but, yeah, the Alliance screwed it up. I guess we could reset the flag, though. Probably piss them off. That's probably the move here. But yeah, you kite these kobolds all the way over here. And it was cool. It worked good because... because as the guards would kill them, and I wasn't strong enough to kill that many, I could farm a whole bunch, almost like an AoE mage grind today, pull these kobolds back, and they would be destroyed by the guards, and life would be sweet. It was gaming, as the kids say. That's the wrong one. Jeez, can't even freaking click on what I need. This support system sucks. Come on, Jesus Christ. Okay, account. Yeah, so I'll do the example of pulling these guards back so that these other guys can attack them, kill them, and you guys can see what I used to do. And it used to get me bad experience because it was low key. You were it was an AoE mage grind that you were just exploiting the NPCs in the game to kill these kobolds and farm yourself a shitload of experience points. I'm just gonna have to type in to them really quick because if I get this fucking, I've seen it before. I get this fucking warning,
and I don't say shit,
and then I get after it, and then the next day I'm fucking banned, and I'm just gonna tell them, hey, I know I got this warning, and I'm not gonna say anything. Like I'm not even gonna use chat, and I'm going to fucking do it, and I'm gonna tell them I'm gonna do it. That way. That if when I get a suspension tomorrow, I'm gonna be like, I sent you guys a message saying, hey, I got this warning, and I was avoiding account action, and you gave me a suspension despite me not even saying one word after getting the warning. Yeah, you guys, I gotta send this out because they'll come back, they'll review things, and then after this, like, this warning thing, because it's automated, and then they'll just suspend, which is, like, super annoying. I don't want to be suspended. I got the warning. I'm not saying anything else. So there should be no further action change. But an excellent thing is everyone's seeing this, right? So I didn't really say anything. I was spamming raid warning and just joking around. I didn't make any like bad offensive jokes. I just said like yell at each other and type, you know, just fooling around with like things that are terrible or like awful like game dynamics that arise from failed AVs. And somebody probably, you know, instead of spamming a bit, gave a report, which might be a violation. But since I got the warning, I sent them back, hey, I just received this warning, I'm aware of it, I won't violate anything else, or I'm aware I'm on thin ice or whatever. And thus, if I don't type a single word in chat, or besides maybe guild, if I get a suspension, that's fucking bullshit, and I will keep this stream open for the next 2 days and record to verify whether they do it or not. And if they do, it's gonna be bad. Like, it's gonna not be probably disruptive for the company to some degree, because I believe this has been happening for
people. Is this bitch
a lot of people trying to open up on me. Fuck out of me. God damn, bruh. Fuck off of me, you fucking motherfucker. Wow, you're gonna just let him kill me? Nice. Fuck. Fucking teammates. But yeah, it's super annoying. The fucking report people are fucking the most annoying little 9-year-olds that ever existed. And you know that you're fucking 9-year-olds. But I've got a ticket. Average ticket wait time 3 days. So they're backed up. Probably all the battlegrounds have been causing everyone to make complaints on each other. It's so crazy. Three days, 10 hours. That's fucking nuts.
Yeah, they didn't want to know what I was saying. I said, it's just some of you, it's just saying like bad joke instructions for what to not do, but like saying it as like directions. Like, some of you go AFK, some of you steal the bunkers and graveyards, kill Belinda, blame each other and argue and type. 15-minute games, let's go! But yeah, I was spamming a little bit every morning.
Probably like
some guy.
Gosh, dude.
I can't believe this imbecile is flooding my messages and making words appear on the screen. Yeah, you fucker. Report. I know who you are. You little fucking scumbag piece of shit. You little fucker. You little fucking pussy. You're the type to call the cops. People like you. You're the type of people that when society falls apart, you get fucking executed with the rest of the fucking scum. But,
Yeah. We're gonna appeal that count action.
Yeah, because I'm telling them, I've seen those warnings before. I've not said anything. I don't know if you can read the chat. Actually, you can't, because my fucking picture's over it. But I sent a ticket into Blizzard in case they try to ban or suspend me. Saying, I got the ticket, I seen it, I'm not going to say anything. And then someone said, lol, lol, lol. I said, because I seen one of those warnings before and not said shit, and then bam, the next day suspended. I was just typed. I was saying, all the troll instructions, raid warning, like, get all the caps, kill Belinda, go AFK, fight amongst yourselves. My buddy's like, one of the guild is keep it real. I hope I don't get the suspension. That'd be so fucking stupid. I got an idea. What if I join a random channel and then just start flooding it with like so much text that at Blizzard, well, they probably have like a database where they're able to look into certain chats and look at certain times and try to like isolate everything I say down to like a few things. They're using algorithms to spot like key bad words too, but I don't really say a lot. I think the worst thing I said is idiot. Idiot! But yeah, so you know, we pull those kobolds back to the story, and you know, they get killed and then I would level up pretty quickly. And that was good, because leveling fast was the name of the game, because I didn't have time to fucking play. And I also, since I didn't have time to raid, I did the rep grind on Warsaw Gulch, AB, and Alterac Valley. And that was the only way I could get good, decent gear. And actually doing those rep grinds, getting that gear from Battlegrounds, getting all the PvP stuff, that actually made me pretty good on my hunter. I was a force to be reconciled. I was a tough cookie to fight. And yeah, I was a clicker, so I sucked. And
basically every game was
just telling people, like, I played so much Arathi Basin, I must have logged 10,000 hours in Arathi Basin in the original days. And it was a whole mind fuck of the game, because you'd be like, okay, send 3 guys here, we'll counteract this, or Zerg back, which was the strategy. Now, if there's Zerg, you know, you want to say, hey, send 5 here, send 5 to this node, send 5 to this node, and it'll counteract the Zerg, because they can't, they're just constantly chasing their tail around, trying to, and they can't, mathematically they can't, because they're all gathered up, and you can just capture more flags, because you got people spread out, you know. All they can do is kill everyone at one node, take it, and then you have, you know, everyone back at whatever the Zerg left behind at the last node that they killed and cast, so. And you just have people constantly backcapping.
Zergs are easy to deal with, but you figure out how to like stratagem and counteract any other strategy put against you in Arathi Basin. And you know the five nodes are they're good for that. It's a good time. But yeah, these guys type in a raid warning. I'm not even gonna do it because I got this fucking. I just got this fucking account warning, and yeah, even talking in BG and AV is just, it's a death sentence. I should have known better, but I was trying to have fun. I always try to give people like the chance. I feel like you should be able to chat and type and fool around, but no, it's just people just shut you down. They don't want people talking in chat. People just ruin. I don't know, man. Back in the day, you could say, do whatever you wanted. You could just chat and have a good time, but now people just be pushing for a world where there's no interaction even online. So those people are fucking pieces of shit. I mean, honestly, get killed. I mean, straight up, bro. I don't even care if you're depressed and you're trying to take it out on other people. I mean, you're doing it in the worst fucking way possible, being a huge piece of shit, reporting people for fucking no reason. Like, literally, bro. And something bad will happen to everyone that is like that, because karma does exist, and it's so funny to fucking watch it happen. But, yeah, I have no fucking remorse or mercy for you. Neither does God. Die in a torturous death. And alone. Alright, let's see if we can, oh, no, she's gone. She's free. But, yeah, we up in here. There's no one to kill, but, so, I would not be able to kill paladins back in OG WoW. Like, it was, and I didn't realize, like, at first it wasn't so bad, but I wasn't raiding, so I wouldn't realize at a certain point, paladins did become impossible to kill. I would shoot them, and they were getting harder and harder to kill, and what I didn't really connect the dots to or realize was they were getting gear from Blackwing Lair. They're getting gear from Encourage. They were getting geared the fuck up, and yeah, they still sucked. They couldn't fucking do anything, but they would not die, and they could heal. And you couldn't, eventually as a hunter, I couldn't even kill them, so... It's not entirely true that I didn't raid. There were times when I was able to go raid. I did get some items. I just couldn't consistently raid like I wanted to. And a lot of other people, that's one of the great things about the game was, and it still is that the biggest loser wins. He who can donate the most amount of time absolutely conquers original WoW, because the amount of time in is the amount of power that scales. You know, you can farm 30 hours and get Dalren's 2-set swords. You know, you're pumping. I mean, but most people, even back, especially now, back then, could not donate that amount of time. And so there was but we'll still played because the game is fun as fuck. And so, you know, it was fun if you were stronger. You put the time in, you were able to kill people better. You absolutely got to redeem the rewards, the fruits of your labor. Instead of this fucking pretending to be an RPG with gear when it's just templated bullshit, templated classes like fucking Overwatch. You might as well play fucking Overwatch or League of Legends if you're playing Cataclysm or fucking Retail, because the dude that fucking dies 40 times in Arena just gets the same amount of fucking points you do for winning, and the weapons that cost rating are just cosmetic upgrades. So everyone gets the same shit. So you don't get to be powerful. To not be playing fucking Counter-Strike or Battlefield. Even Battlefield is less templated than fucking Cataclysm, even Wrath. Wrath was the beginning of the dog shit, with being able to scale up in power and be able to absolutely own fucking weak noobs that couldn't fucking put the time in to get equivalent shit. But people started fucking crying and whining. I didn't get they came out with the fucking bullshit tokens. Now I'm going down a rabbit hole because you guys can fucking watch Asmund Gold's channel or whoever the fuck about the rise and decline of fucking WoW
all day.
Play for 10 hours every fucking day. But the gold thing is, we're in it right now. We're playing Classic, the best fucking thing. Because, yeah, sometimes your rogue wasn't very fucking good fighting plate. They got fucking plate warriors that fuck you up. They're just stronger. They're just fucking better. But there's nothing wrong with that. Because you can fuck up mages. You can fuck up warlocks. And sometimes you can fuck up a warrior if you're really good. And the classes were well balanced in a way because it was really mostly like, it was like dudes whining on the forums, but you know, it wasn't mages that were too strong. It was just the guy that was playing the mage kicked your ass because he was better at the fucking game. I mean, and people just have an incomprehensible fucking ability to acknowledge, oh, I might just be bad. Oh no, the game needs to change.
I'm not bad, the game needs to change. Typical fucking human bullshit response from some fucking Neanderthalic fucking idiot. Some Neanderthalic retard, fucking dumb shit. Goes on the forums, complains, I got beat by a mage. I'm a fucking warrior, I shouldn't get beat by a mage. Yeah, you should. You're a warrior, you wear plate, his shit goes through armor. It's a spell. Armor doesn't fucking affect it. He's made to kill you. You kill other things very well though, you're a warrior, you can kill rogues pretty good. You can kill certain classes better than the mage can kill you. And that was what made the fucking game phenomenal. The fact that things weren't equal, things were unfair. Life is unfair. And it's fucking phenomenal, people love life. People get born every day, they probably want to fucking be alive. They come from somewhere. My dog came from somewhere. I came from fucking somewhere. Before I was fucking forced in the cohesion of existence. So I assume I probably wanted to fucking be here. So, but yeah. Not being fair is a pretty good facet in any game. It's built into the game of life, real life. That's why this fucking game is so good. But, oh, I missed the fucking cue because I was yapping. But anyway, I kept playing Battlegrounds. I'd have fucking mages do this
shit where they get right up in your dead zone.
shit. See this hunter? Get right up in this dead zone and come in the hole. Fucking fire, fucking blast. The player would be attacking, right? You can fucking try to melee, but you couldn't melee them because they were too far to melee, and they weren't far away enough to shoot, and they were just hitting you with all this fucking close-up bullshit. Boom, you're fucking fucked. Just keeping you out in that fucking yellow. They're in the green zone, and you know you're in the red zone. They're in the red zone, all for being too close, and the red zone being too far away. For the hunter, it'd be like seeing me, I'd be in the red zone right for him. Not in the green zone of being able to shoot, not in the green zone of being able to melee. And yeah, it's cool. People figured out strategies because hunters were a motherfucker. Mages probably got tired of being shot by them because, you know, they don't have any fucking interruption time when they're shooting. They just shoot. I mean, you're trying to fucking frost nova, you're trying to fucking fireball, you're trying to pyroblast, you're trying to frostball. And you're just taking fucking pushback. You're taking Spellblock back because he's just shooting you with arrows. So, you know, mages got wise to that shit and they found the dead zone. That's what they used to call it, the hunter dead zone. And they get right up in there and fucking like a boxer, just like a little tiny boxer versus a tall, lanky boxer with reach. Get right up in his box and just get right up in his hitbox and just fucking go to town. And, yeah, people had to get creative. But yeah, I played that character, and back then we didn't have, you wouldn't even get, I never even got a suspension. I didn't see account warnings. I said terrible shit. I was a 14-year-old.
Whatever I could fucking think of and say, I'd fucking think of and say and do it. Just because I fucking could. I blow my nose. Sweet, excuse me. And that made the game fun. And I never really got a suspension. I think one time I might have got a GM, but the GM would come talk to you. They would come up and they'd whisper you and they'd be like, hey, what's going on? Why are you fucking doing that? Why are you saying that? And you could have a good argument. And they'd be like, that's pretty fucking good. That's pretty funny. I forget a specific fucking example. I was like, yeah, Warriors are fucking bad. Because they need a healer. And the GM would be like, that is true, they do need a healer. Like, they're bad at that one, yeah? Can't get mad at me for speaking the truth. Good times, good times. Let's see if we can get out into the field of strife and cause more anguish. But yeah, as all the good things, and WoW, hanging out at my buddy's house. Eventually TBC did come to pass. But before that happened, before TBC came out, I made a decision. I had my Torn Hunter, his name was Mordenhorn. I had decided, because I had found out that people were selling accounts and making a good amount of money, I had found out that I could sell Mordenhorn for $650 on eBay. And so I decided, yes, I would take a screenshot of him, all of his items and gear, and list all the items and gear he had, which were all epics. All epics I'd done molten core for or farmed with the veracity base in it. I got the orange spiked pauldrons that look badass as fuck. I got the giants
pieces, the bow,
and I had full epics, and it took a long time to get the character to 60 and get all those weapons and powers and upgrades. And I said, you know what? I'm gonna sell this character, and I sold it. I put it on eBay and I sold fast. There was a bidding war on it, and I sold it for upwards of $600+. And I was happy. I told my dad, hey, I figured to make him happy because he didn't like WoW. He still to this day does not like games, thinks they're a useless waste, a wasteful endeavor of time. And he might be right. He probably is right. But they're fun. And everyone's got different hobbies. And yeah, I put chapstick on my nose. It's dry out here. Don't judge. And I told him, hey Dad, I sold that account for $600. What's up? And he said, good job, son. You made it real. And that was the most I learned. You can fuck around and waste your fucking life having fun. But if it doesn't equate to money or doing something, then it's just a fucking waste of time. And I waste a lot of time, but I have fun doing it. And I had fun doing it. So the character Mordenhorn went away. I think I got more involved in like doing acting, and I got involved in drama, and I was actually cast for the lead role for a show. And that took a lot of time because I had to go to rehearsals. Those were almost nightly, and memorize the lines, practice, and do the shows. And I did that for many years. And I was on the ski team. I rode my BMX bike with my BMX bike riding friends. We were kind of a ragtag lot. They were kind of the rough around the edges crew, and the rough around the edge riders crew. And a lot of them lived in the trailer park. A lot of them didn't have great homes growing up. And I guess, a lot of my dad said, you should get different friends because, who you're around reflects upon you, blah, 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 blah. But I liked my friends, even though they were delinquents, as everyone. But you know what I was, and still am, I admit to being a delinquent. I don't really like authority. I don't like organized structures of control and oppression. But I don't think very many people do like that. The oppression part especially. I'm happy and proud to be a punk ass bitch. And so yeah, eventually I decided I was sad. I wanted to play my character again. I missed him. And I used account password recovery, and I recovered my account. And I was surprised to realize that I could do this. And I went, oh man, I got the account back. And I played it. And it was cool. I was kind of happy I could play it, but I also care. I kind of didn't care. I almost was more excited to just try to possibly sell the account again. But I got a message not too long after from the account buyer on E-Trade. Hey bro, I lost the account. I can't log in. I don't know what to do. Please help. And I realized, yeah, I could probably get in trouble for this, possibly somehow. I was 15 or 16 years old. I was nervous that cops would come and they'd arrest me, and I'd get in trouble and I'd go to jail. But I felt guilty because this person had paid a substantial amount of money, and I had received it, and I'd stolen something. I'd taken their account that they paid for back from them, and that weighed on my young teenage boy mind. And I said, you know what, bro?
I can account recover it.
I can
my way out.
I can recover the password. I can steal the account from whoever hacked you, which they probably didn't fucking buy for us, and they knew I'd taken it. And when I account recovered, I said, hey, he said, I'm going to convert this to my account. I need you to send me your email so that I can convert this over to a new email account. And I got the password back to him, and I accepted his request and gave him my email account name so that he could change it to his own email, and thus he would never have his account taken. The temptation for me would be removed. And what I did was not a good thing, but I wanted to see if it would work. And once I did, I regretted that it did. And I gave him his shit back, and he was happy again, and I didn't have any worries or guilt. So, more time went by, and eventually the Burning Crusade came out. And when that came out, I was excited. I wanted to play. And I ended up making another character. A couple of them. And I think, what had I done? Oh, my buddy had created a character on my account, and I had created a character on his account. And for his account, I created a gnome mage called Marentice. And he played that thing to max level and loved it. And for me, my buddy had created a night elf hunter Because he knew I played a hunter. And I played the hell out of that Night Elf Hunter. And we leveled, we started TBC. I started anew with him, and we made, god damn, these fucking mages are so annoying. We made Paladin, he made a Paladin, we made Draenei. And I was excited because I could play a Shaman. And I made a Draenei Shaman. And he made a Draenei Paladin. And we leveled them together. From 1 to level 70. And it was fucking kick-ass. I think he had always been one to level the crafting professions. And I wanted to, I started, but I could never keep the attention span to actually get the shit down. Speaking of which, look at that! Poisons 300! Lockpicking 300! Lockpicking's huge, by the way. Cooking 300! First aid 300! Fishing, well, 270. Not too bad though. Fishing's